Hey guys, Typeheart here. Gonna show you a toggleable on-off nether portal that's hidden and it's activated by cauldrons. It's gonna take up a 12 wide by 14 deep area, and you're also gonna have to dig down 2 in certain spots. So I've got this set up so it resembles your basement, your dungeon, a cave, whatever, with these 2 cauldrons that just look normal. You know, you're doing your laundry or brewing up some potions. Nothing to see here. However, if you know the combination, a portal pops up, and if you have any other amount of water in there, it hides back up in the wall. And this is what it looks like behind. You've got your comparators that read the water in the cauldron, and if there's the right amount of water, it triggers this observer to turn off this T flip-flop, which this way pulls the wall out, and then if it goes this way, it waits for the wall to come back and then lights the portal. And the timing is set up so that when you put the water in again, it will dispense the water before it pushes the wall out, so everything works in harmony. So I've got it set up over here. When you're looking for a spot to build, this polished andesite is where your wall is either already at or where you're going to build it. The 2 blue in the corner is where I've got my cauldrons, which is your input. I've got my obsidian, which those shouldn't be there. I've got my obsidian right here, which is where the portal's going to be. It's a 2 by 3, so it'll be in these 2 middle ones, up 3, and then your standard sized portal. So to build it, let's chuck these out. To build it, you need 2 cauldrons, 1 bucket of water, a flint and steel, 2 redstone torches, 2 observers, 4 slime blocks, 6 sticky pistons, 4 redstone comparators, 15 redstone repeaters, 50 redstone dust, 2 hoppers, 2 droppers, 2 dispensers. You're going to need 10 obsidian for the portal, and then you're going to need 1 more immovable object, which can be obsidian or a furnace or any other immovable object. Then you're going to need some blocks to make your wall, or building blocks for the redstone, which I'm going to use colored concrete. And then to get the right amount of water in the cauldrons, you'll also need at least 1 glass bottle. So let's go ahead and grab these. If I held down shift, it would work better. There we go. Grab our stuff. Alright. So, like I said, we got in the corner here, over 3 and back 1, and then skip a block. And those are our 2 cauldrons. We no longer need those. Alright, now we'll go ahead and build our portal, which, like I said, is going to be right here and right here. And then we're going to go up 3, and then we don't need that corner one. It's going to be hidden by a wall anyway, so there's really no point in having it. It's just wasting resources at that point. Alright, so underneath this block and this block is where our wall is going to extend up. So we want to go down a total of 2. and put sticky pistons, and then the material for your wall. So I'm going to use stone, but whatever your wall is, that's what you're going to want to put there. Alright, so now we want to get the rest of the wall in place. So from this top right corner inside the portal, you want to go back 6, and these are just temporary blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we don't need these. And then in front of the 6th block, we want 2 sticky pistons facing towards the portal. Alright, so now we get our 4 slime blocks, and we go and make a 2x2 right in front of it, like that. And then this is where the rest of our wall is going to be. Again, you can use stone blocks or wood blocks or whatever you're making your wall out of. Okay, now we need to get underneath so we can wire this up. And I'm going to use green for my double piston extender. You don't have to color code it, that's just what I'm doing. So we get down here to where the pistons are, and this is the space we're going to need. Like that. And we need redstone dust, which is right there. Okay, so we got repeaters facing into both of the pistons, and they're just on the default 1 tick. Redstone dust behind, like that, and we can even pop one there. Okay, so that's that. Now we need our immovable object on this very bottom slime block, and then we need a platform to do some redstone. Alright, so now we get our repeaters on this back sticky piston. We got 2 ticks. On the front sticky piston, 4 ticks. Then we do redstone dust on everything else. Alright, so that's that. Now we can go to the front and place our dispensers. We couldn't do that before because we needed to get underneath and then we'd have to break them. So 1 dispenser right there, and then 1 dispenser right there. I'm not going to put them in yet, but the left one is your flint and steel, and the right is going to be your water bucket. Alright, so now we need to get our input over to there. So for the input, I'm going to use yellow, and that's going to go right here. So for now, we'll just build this wall 1 high. And in case you didn't catch that, you skip these because they're going to be pushed up unless the portal is on. Alright, so we've got the cauldrons, and then on these yellow blocks that I just placed, we need 2 comparators. Alright, and now we're going to set this up so that this one requires 2 water, this one requires 1 water. And then we need to dig a little trench underneath. And if I could fall down, there we go. Alright, so now we want redstone dust. 1, 2, 3. And then a repeater on this last one. Alright, now we go over here, and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to dig down. Again, I'm just digging 2 so that I can color coordinate what my redstone is. But you don't have to dig that second one. So we need one like that. And then these last two are both going to be repeaters. Now we need a redstone torch on each of these blocks so that they'll be powered. We no longer need the torches at all. So I can grab those. And then we need to put redstone dust on top of the yellow here. So if there's the right amount of water, they'll both turn off. And now we need to connect them up. So I'm going to do that right here with redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust. So now we want our observer looking at this redstone right there. So like that. Now we need our droppers, which are over here. So one below the observer, we need a dropper facing up, and then a dropper on top of that facing back this way. Okay, now we need to dig two here, and we need to get our hoppers. And we want one going into the bottom, and then one going into that hopper. And now we can put one item in this top dropper. It can be any item. We'll just throw a torch in there. Okay, so now we need to link that up with the rest of our redstone. And this one is on the bottom, and we'll use orange because this is our flint and steel. It's what's going to fire the redstone. There we go. And then we're going to go all the way over here with it. Right up to there. And we want to have a block next to that with a repeater on 4 ticks. Alright, and then redstone, redstone, redstone. And then here we want to have a comparator picking up the signal. We need to have a repeater that's going to extend that signal. And then in this corner is a monostable circuit with a sticky piston and a block on it. And then another repeater. So whenever it triggers that, it will send out a really short pulse and then extend it long enough so that the timing is right with the flint and steel. Okay, so that's that one. Now we need to do the water side that also is going to go to our double piston extender. So we'll go with blue, and we need it to read this top comparator. So you only have to dig one down. I'm digging 2 for my color coordinating. Alright, so we're going to do the same pattern we just had. We got a comparator and then a repeater, and this one's on because that's where we put our redstone torch. Alright, so once you get to right here, you're going to go up and then up again and then up this way, and then we're going to extend this all the way even with that one, and we can extend that out. Alright, so now over here we're going to go redstone dust all the way up and all the way over to the corner. And then right here we want a repeater on 4 ticks, and then another repeater on 2 ticks, and that will link up to our double piston extender. Now we need it to go this way so that it can hook up to the bottom pistons. So just line ourselves up and then put a block there, block there, block there, and then we put dust, dust, and then we need a repeater, A for the timing and B so that I can put the wrong one. I need a repeater for the timing and because the signal strength wouldn't reach. Okay, and then we put that on 4 as well. Alright, so we've got this water line going in 4 and 2 into that one, and then down here just into that one with a 4. Okay, now we need to come off the back right here, and then dust, dust, and then this is going to be our monostable circuit for this one. So dig that out, sticky piston with a block on it, and then we go repeater on 4 ticks, and we're just going to link this up, not there, going to link this up with where our water is going to get dispensed. So that is going to be right here. And what we want, just like over there, we want it to get powered through this block. So we need an observer facing that way, powering that block. Okay. So we'll just set this up with our colors here. And then we've got redstone dust, all the way across, like so. Alright, and now we need to go in this left dispenser and put our flint and steel, go in this and put our water bucket, which, why am I doing that? Which is right here in my inventory. Okay, so water bucket on the right, flint and steel on the left. The wall is currently closed, so let's go here. We got our bucket, and then, whoops, we'll grab a water bucket. And if we fill these up, and we set this one at 1, and this one at 2, it should open up and turn on. And if we change the water, it should close. And if we fill them back up, stays closed, stays closed, and it's open. And then from there, just cover this up with your wall so that they don't know it's here. And then decorate it however you want. But just to reiterate the timings in case yours didn't work, from the input, we've got all these repeaters are on 1 tick, going into the observer. Coming off of our flint and steel line, we've got a comparator, 1 tick, monostable circuit, 1 tick, up to here, 4 ticks, leading into the dispenser. Coming off this way, comparator, 1 tick, redstone line, go into our pistons, which comes down here to a 4 tick, and then 2 single ticks on the bottom right there. This one is 4 ticks and 2 ticks, which is a total of 6, and that's going into our double piston extender, which is 2, 4, and 0. And then the water is coming off of this as 4 ticks, and that's going into our observer, powering that block there. And the other issue that you might have if you didn't follow it exactly is these redstone can't connect. So if you have this back one and then coming forward, it will connect up here. And if you don't have this going down too, it will connect right here. So make sure that that didn't connect. If it did, I mean, you can just throw a block right there and that would fix it, as long as it's not cutting off that power strip down there. The easiest way is just to keep it on the outskirts and then just cut straight across. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, but this should work in anything other than bedrock most likely. So there you go, thanks for watching.